So your number one money-making skill as an Amazon seller is evaluating profitable products. And this is the piece that you want to spend time on when you're first starting your business. This is what you want to master by far. And we tell everybody this. So I have some tips for you of how to learn that. So here's my fast track recommendations. Study profitable product evaluation. We tell our members to use our online arbitrage research spreadsheet. There's a picture of it right in front of you, and to put on 30 products on it. And we're not saying go out and find 30 profitable products. We're just saying match up 30 products from a store to Amazon. It doesn't matter what store, it doesn't matter what the products are, but do at least 30 products. And what you're going to do is learn, one, how to use the spreadsheet, but two, you're also going to learn the nuances of product sourcing, product evaluation. You're going to see all this data in front of you that tells you how many sellers there are, how many competitors, the sales rank, or something we call keep the drops, which is the level of demand for the product. You're going to see the product reviews. Are people happy with the product? And you also get all the profit calculations. So that's that green, yellow, red that you see right there. It makes it easy to understand. And you want to master this. A couple of years ago in Peak Performance, and I'm spacing on her name, it was a husband and wife team. And she got this right away. She was selling products from online arbitrage in her very first month, and quite a few products. And I asked her how she went about this. In fact, we featured her on Saturday Morning Live. And she said, I made it my mission in my very first week with you at EBS to master profitable product evaluation. I took what you said at heart. So I put 200 products on this spreadsheet, 200 products. That doesn't take that much time to do that. She maybe gave it 10, 15 hours in her first week mastering this by putting 200 products on there so she could understand the process. That's what I would do. And that's what I did when I finally started selling wholesale products and arbitrage products. It's like, these are different than books. I need to learn how to do this. Now, at that time, there wasn't any spreadsheet like this that had color coding profit calculations. So what did I do? I just created my own. And in creating that, I understood the process so much better just by making this spreadsheet. Well, now you see a much more refined version of the same spreadsheet that we use here and we provide for you in the Peak Performance program. So number 2 here, my fast track recommendations. Schedule time daily for evaluating leads and ordering products. I ask our members sometimes when they say, I can't find anything, or I just didn't get around to ordering anything. Well, how much time did you put in? Well, I had stuff come up. So did you make it a priority? And the way you make this a priority, like a business, I mean, if somebody was paying you to do this, you would show up for work, right? And you would do this. And if they put it in your daily work, they said, okay, at this time, you're going to vet leads, and then you're going to follow up in the next hour and place orders. And then you're going to do that the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. You would do it, right? Because you have to show up for your boss. Well, you are your own boss, and you need to show up for yourself in your business. And it's amazing how many people do not schedule their time because it's such an elemental process of being a solopreneur and entrepreneur. Okay, so number 3. There we go. Obtain a consistent lead source. So you've learned how to evaluate products. You've got that mastered. You have set aside time to vet products and order them. Well, now you need that consistent lead source. And if you want to do that yourself, if you want to be like Patricia Hubner and go out and obtain, now I don't know if she did all the shopping herself in her local retail arbitrage, but I know she's done a significant amount of it. That's fine. You can be that person to find the products, but you don't have to be. You can simply have a VA find those products for you. Use a leads list like OA Accelerator. That's Coach May Alvarez's leads list. You can have multiple leads lists coming in. You can use software and hire somebody to run that software for you. Whatever it is that you choose to do, whether it's a one or a combination of those, you need a consistent lead source. And you'll find out very quickly how many leads you need, because the problem shouldn't be the amount of leads. The problem that you should have is the capital to invest. We all have a limited amount of dollars. And so whether you have $100 or you start out like last week's guest, Rob Rosera, he said, I started with $1,000 a week. I put $20,000 aside and I decided to parse it out over 20 weeks. So that was $1,000 a week. Well, when you have a consistent lead source, getting leads is not the limitation. It's your money that becomes the limitation. That's a very good place to be, by the way, because when you have a proven successful model, a profitable model, and money is your limitation, just like leads, you can always get more money. Lots of ways to get money to invest in your business when there is a bottom line profit in it. Let's go on to the fourth recommendation here. Now, this one is something that you'll have to work on, and it won't be as fast as just doing 200 products on the spreadsheet in a week's time. This one is a process, and you need to make it an ongoing, regular process, just like obtaining leads, which is to expand your brand and category approvals. So all new sellers on Amazon come in with the same place. They are limited in some brands, and they're going to be limited in some product categories. And you want to go through that process of requesting approval on every single product. So when it says seek approval to sell, click on that. If it says you need to add submit invoices, purchase from a wholesale supplier, pass that one by, but keep selecting that find approval or request approval for the product. And you're going to see more and more often that your selling application is approved for those products. What does that do for you? Well, it means that you can take greater advantage of your leads list. There's going to be more products on that leads list that you can buy. Your VA, your virtual product researcher, is going to have a better selection of products that they can find for you. This gives you an edge over other beginning sellers as you expand that. And you'll probably also find that you're going to start to specialize in particular brands or product categories. And that's going to lead you even further into scaling your business when you start to specialize. So expand your brand and category approvals.
It used to be said, if you're not online, you're not in business. That's from like 15 years ago. All right. Now it's that if you're not on Amazon, you're not in business.
Regardless of that big dream, you've got to build a foundation. You have to have a business that has cash flow.
You need more cash? Go out and source some more. Shove those products into Amazon. What's going to spit out the other end is profit. It's that simple, isn't it?
Then they start looking at it as, this really is a system. So how can I add more to my system? How can I start to scale this?
That's why this is so integral, each pillar leading up sequentially to that long-term reliable business.
These are the real assets then that somebody who wants to buy a business, this is what they look for.
This is the brand launcher, the career launcher, the income launcher. It's a beautiful thing. And I know you're going to love what this can do for you. You're going to get a vision. You're going to get a vision to grow your business, to sell it for a profit, kind of show your pals, your friends, your family.
Yes, you can make $1 million just selling on Amazon alone.